Hi, it's Maggie with Golden Lights Within, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about the 2 things I wish I could go back and tell my younger self about circadian health. If I just had to pick, if I could only pick 2 things, what I would go back and tell my younger self. Obviously, I would try to say all the things I know now, right? But if I had to pick 2, like the most important 2 things to start doing, these are the things I would say. So you probably heard me say some iteration of this if you've watched other videos, but first it would be to watch the sunrise. So be waking up and watching the sunrise every single day. That's something that I wish I've done, right, my entire life, but you don't know what you don't know. So that is one thing. And the second thing is to go to sleep closer to sunset time wherever you are, and at least have, not have exposure to blue light after that point, right? To be very, very, I would say, I don't know if strict is the right word, but, put a lot of intention into when you wake up and when you go to bed. That is something that I would be really express to my younger self, the importance of that for feeling your best and your body working optimally. So, right, when it comes to circadian health, your sleep-wake cycle over the 24 hours, right, when you wake up and when you go to bed are pretty important to time with the light cycle. So those are the points that I would hit home, right? So the reason I say this is if you're starting to look into, syncing up more with the circadian rhythm, which I obviously highly recommend to feel your best, live your best life. The 2 starting points I would say are to really nail waking up at sunrise and getting to bed, closer to after sunset, and minimizing or just really like not having any blue light exposure after sunset to really set up the optimal light at the right time and darkness at the right time. So those are the 2 things I would tell my younger self about circadian health. If I could only pick 2, obviously I would pick all the things if I could, which you can watch all my videos, and I try to share as much of that as I can about, again, my own personal experience with this, my self-taught knowledge about this. But I hope that that helps for you. So get out and see that sunrise and get to sleep at the proper time when it's dark outside. All right, thanks for viewing this Golden Lights Within video. I'll catch you in the next one.